Welcome to this course through the Logos software system. I'm Darrell Bock, Senior Research Professor of New Testament Studies at Dallas Theological Seminary, as well as Executive Director for Cultural Engagement for the Howard G. Hendricks Center for Christian Leadership and Cultural Engagement at the seminary. And I grew up learning my theology first, interestingly enough, at the University of Texas at Austin, where I was a history major. Actually, they didn't teach me any theology at all. It was a state university. But from there, I went to Dallas Theological Seminary, where I got a master's degree in theology, and from there went on to spend 3 years doing doctoral work at the University of Aberdeen in Scotland. I've also spent 4 years on different sabbaticals, 4 single years in Tübingen University, the University of Tübingen in Germany, which is where I have done almost all my postdoctoral work. And so with that background, I bring hopefully some expertise to help to discuss various issues in the New Testament, which is what this course is about. We're going to give you some discussion of the background of the New Testament and how background fills in and helps us to understand what's going on in the text. We're going to take a look at the Gospels and how they work and how they're structured and why we have 4 of them. We're also going to look at all those other Gospels that you hear about and why they don't become a part of Scripture, why they're not in the Bible. We're going to consider the resurrection, a central event of the New Testament, and take a look at detail about how those accounts work together to present who it is that Jesus is and what it is that he's done. And then finally, we're going to take a look at the early church, the way in which it ministered after Jesus' death and resurrection, and how the Spirit of God empowered the early community to be effective in the taking of the gospel message out into the world and to be a missional church. So I invite you in for the journey, and we trust that your study and the time and the discussions that we lead into will be something that will encourage you in your own study of the Scripture.